Commence primary ignition.
What's up, guys? I'm Emily Swallow. If you're looking at this, you're watching the Virtual Cantina Network. This is the way.
Hello there. Could you imagine if they put LED screens in the middle of freaking
in the graveyard?
The graveyard, just played on loop like videos.
And it's got a motion sensor, so it doesn't. It's not there. It's like says.
Hey, stop walking in the grave. Hey, stop walking in the grave.
Before a lot in various sci-fi shows is where there's like a little hologram of the person at their graveside. You know, like the eternal flame there for Kennedy, but like it's just a little holographic deal.
A recorded message.
Yeah, it's very lonesome here. There's this big empty space for another chair in the control center.
That was really trippy. I'm not gonna lie. And the thing is that, like I said, first and foremost, your man cave was a lot more organized than you had let it on. And what I thought to believe it was gonna be, I thought I was gonna see, insulation coming out certain sections of it, and like it was like non-finished.
It's very.
I didn't expect. I was like,
very crowded.
This is actually pretty roomy. It's more roomy than it lets on to be. It's like the TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
It is.
No, it was very comfortable. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another week of the Virtual Cantina Watch-Along. We are in the middle of our spooky season, if you will, as you can tell, because we're not usually, like this. And we've actually been sitting here for 6 days, 23 hours, 26 minutes, and 52 seconds.
Waiting to go live.
Yes. But we're very excited tonight because we are going to actually be watching Star Wars Lego Terrifying Tales, which is a nice little fun little ditty, which is perfect for what we want to do. But we got a lot of great stuff coming up. But I also want to first and foremost plug that there's a 33% off sale at TeePublic right now. Nice. And we got some slamming designs. Dave, why don't you talk about it?
Oh, well, there's always the Hu Yang is for the children. You got to get one of those for you and for your children. So
you younglings, mister.
For the younglings, yes. Hu Yang is for the younglings. There he is right there. So much fun. But Hu Yang forever as well as our other Ahsoka-related things. We've got the Daughters collection out there. Just for laughs.
There you go.
So many excellent things, No, because Plo Koon is your father. It's and of course, any of you who missed out on the FOMO and like on the Jedi Way weekend, that's a whole other TeePublic. You can message me and we'll hook you up with that.
So it's great stuff. And I think I might have to maybe at the dinner on Saturday night at Rhode Island Comic Con wear my Friends Don't Let Friends Hawk the Trek t-shirt.
There you go.
Since nothing's going to be there. So that's good. But also want to plug that next Friday night is our third annual meetup for Rhode Island Comic Con being hosted by Dave. Not hosted by Dave.
Over here.
Yeah. Oh, I was going all weekend. I was razzing him. I'm probably going to get a receipt relatively soon, probably. So, But our third annual meetup at Rhode Island Comic-Con. We'll have a great contingent there. So if you're going to be in the area, stop on by. We'll be at Dave & Buster's, which is in the Province Place Mall, which is right next to the Omni and where the Rhode Island Convention Center is. Just a short Skybridge walk from the hotel. So very excited about that. Very excited about our meetups. We got a whole slew of meetups coming up. Right after Rhode Island Comic-Con, we have Fan Expo San Francisco, which has basically been turned into West Coast Celebration. Holy shnikes. That lineup is redonkulous. And they just see?
Jeff and I are fighting over the con. We're like hitting the button and the button.
Yes.
That's the bad thing about having too many cooks in the kitchen, as it were. But
yes, go spend this post Thanksgiving weekend with your galactic family. So many. I mean, I have been discussing like bailing on my actual family to go to that over and over. I think I was just like one announcement away from hitting a plane.
So that'll be very interesting. And they just announced 2 members of Team Flash today, so that was actually kind of cool. Yeah, I need to meet Carlos. I've been waiting to meet Carlos since I just met Danielle. I need my vibe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yes. But then right after that is LA Comic-Con, which Jeff is going to be working on.
Yeah, I'm looking at doing a meet up outside of the convention center. So anybody that just happens to want to be in downtown, Mike Delicard, and not have a con pass can kind of, work their way to where we're going to hang out. Likely near crypto.com. I don't like to call it that. Staples Center. It's not crypto.com arena. It's Staples Center. Anyways, so likely near there by the West Hall of the Convention Center on Saturday, probably midday. Again, but I'll post something with a map and a specific location shortly. And I got to do some little research on if there's sports ball in the area or whatever you call it, hockey puck. And I don't want to have issues with that place being overly crowded because of game. So we'll get that figured out. It'll be on Saturday, I believe it's the 3rd of December. It's anyways.
I believe so. It's first weekend December.
Yeah.
So we got some great meetups from there. And also, don't forget, that same weekend, December the 1st, tickets go on sale for Family Vacation 2. And that's going to be a doozy and a half. We got hotels set up for that entire weekend at different locations. It's a weekend it's a week right after San Diego Comic-Con, which a lot of us are planning to, try to hit that con because they're psychotic. To hit the biggest con in the world right before we're going on vacation. So
we're gonna have a meetup there as well.
Yeah, we're gonna have a meetup on the Saturday night at the same location where we had the meetup for this past year. That seemed to work out very well. And it's been great, I know I'll definitely be there. Jeff will be there. MVO will be there. Hopefully, Dave in April.
I hope to be there.
No whammies. No whammies.
No whammies. No whammies. I'm planning an expedition. We might hit the granddaddy of them all rodeos, and then the biggest Comic-Con in the world, and then family vacation.
And then stay an extra week, and you can go to D23.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I know a couple of our members who are doing all 3, and it's crazy.
Yeah, indeed.
I think I'm not just even doing one day at San Francisco, San Diego, but I'm like, something, I have to. It's my opportunity to. And flights are now available if you look at JetBlue. So check it out.
think in the cantina the other night we were looking, and Delta is booking for those as well.
Oh, very cool. But also, Jeff put a really nice link because they are releasing next month Disturbance in the Forest, which is Kyle Newman, the director of Fanboys, documentary about the holiday special. Jeff, why don't you talk a little bit about that?
I don't know the specifics, but they're going to do a Q&A here after the screening at the Alamo Draft House downtown. The movie itself is based on the holiday special, so it's just, as far as I know, it's a documentary. I don't know a lot of specifics, but when I saw that Kyle Newman was involved and it was something related to Star Wars and the holiday special, I was like, I'm on board. So I went and grabbed up some tickets for myself, and I met Kyle before when they did the DVD release for Fanboys. Very cool guy. So it'll be cool to reminisce about that event, and maybe if I get a chance to talk to him, who knows, and maybe something I'm not going to get, but you never know. So it should be a fun movie, and the Q&A should be very informative. I don't know what the other cities are doing, but we get the director, creator, whatever.
And you get Seth Green too. And Dave, did you see the tag that I tagged you? It's going to be in Raleigh.
It's not on the list for the Raleigh one because I looked at that.
It is.
I read that list like 4 times.
No, click on the link. It says Raleigh.
I didn't click on the link. Come on. What do you think? This is the new internet. We read the headlines and then we overreact.
Yeah,
that's how it works.
America.
Yeah, article. What are you talking about?
Yes, they're doing Raleigh, and the Boston location is going to be opening up just before that. So I'll probably hit Boston, go to the 6:00 show, and then come here.
Nice.
So that'd be kind of cool. But yes, Dave, there is a Raleigh.
Okay, now I'm on the website.
Sidetracked. All right.
Yes. So a lot of good stuff. Also, we got our annual Life Day celebration with the Skywalkers the night before Life Day. So it's Life Day Eve.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
And this year, we are going to be watching, which we haven't watched since it aired, the Star Wars Lego Holiday Special, which takes place on the Halcyon. Pour one out for the Halcyon.
Yeah, R.I.P.
So very exciting. Yes, exactly. But guess what? I've been reading a lot of articles.
Yeah, I heard rumors of that too. So, but some of them are what is above Dave's head, probably. Only half of that actually live.
Yes, exactly.
We'll see, though. You never know. I think the amount of attention it got from being closing down, and then I'm sure they were fully booked for like the last however many months, maybe gave them a better feeling about keeping it open. If
they lower the prices of it,
yeah,
I think that they would sell more, because like we talked about that they were trying to cater to us, but they outpriced us.
Yes, right. Completely.
And then some people just thought it was a hotel stay for the weekend and came in their shorts and flip flops. When you need to kind of immerse yourself, I think as well. That's one of the things. I bet you if you were anywhere near those cruises, the last few cruises, I don't know, it's a cruise, sure. Okay. If you were anywhere near one of those last few bookings, it was probably like the biggest, craziest kind of cosplay, role play kind of event that you'd ever have dreamt of going to. I've heard nothing but good things. So
we have several members who went several times in the last month, like 2 or 3 times.
Right.
On it, and they were dressed to the nines, Yeah.
People LARPing. Bring full wardrobes of Star Wars clothes, nothing regular. It's all
like full on LARPing throughout the weekend.
Yes, definitely.
Nice. The thing is that for that price, obviously it's per cabin. So one person will be paying $5,000, but you could fit 5 people in there. But even if it's just one person, like I know we were talking about that, for my 50th in a couple of years, if it was open, that we were going to do that. But you technically can have an incredible experience at Celebration for less.
Oh yeah, like you could have, as opposed to a couple of days and like a mild trip to Batu, you could live in Disneyland Park for 7 days.
Or go Celebration with a regular ticket, get as many autographs or anything as you want, a decent hotel, and still have that much money for double the days or a little bit more if you add days to it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's the thing is right there. Is everybody's like, oh, are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? Are you going to pay for me to do it? Is there a raise involved?
Right. Well, it's like we were all talking about. It's like, if we were all going to go, for example, for my birthday, then a bunch of us were going to, get a couple rooms. Yeah. And it would have been about $1,000 for, each of us.
It's only 2 nights, right? Come in midday, you sleep there. Mm-hmm. You're there in the daytime. There's the excursion off planet. You come back, you sleep there, you get up and leave, right? So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, and I personally would be like, I don't want to share a room with a bunch of people when I'm trying to sleep, but if it's only a couple days that you have to deal with it, then it could be something negligible and easier to.
Well, and just make it a point of not being in your cabin as much as humanly possible. Like, take absolutely everything that they have to offer.
Well, even there, they had almost like a holodeck, holonews, where you could talk to an AI droid about stuff in your room, which is actually kind of cool. Mm-hmm. So they try to make it really immersive in that scenario.
I don't want to know what you're going to be doing on the holodeck at the Halcyon. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am going to be looking for. I'll be looking for.
Be a planet. Mm-hmm.
I'll be looking for Deanna Troy, not Deanna Troy. Tasha.
Shot at Notman right there. Him, not me, hawking the track here. Him, started it, not me.
So I want to give a quick shout out to everybody who went with us to the Jedi Way, and I want to also say that very little Star Wars was talked about all weekend.
More or less. I mean, our game was largely Star Wars themed.
Oh, and we watched a little bit of A New Hope, but still, it was just hanging out with friends, and it was great because we already had the basis of Star Wars, so we were very rarely talked about Star Wars, which was interesting. Which says a lot about the family in itself. So thank you for all who are coming for there, and also, if you're down in the Orlando area in December the 10th, there might be a large contingent of Virtual Cantina t-shirts walking around Batu on December the 10th.
Or Thanksgiving week. If you're there Thanksgiving week or that week, there's actually multiple of us that are going to be in the parks that week as well. So
there you go. Okay. So take a look. Take a look. See, we're walking around.
Eating rainbow. Yeah.
Myself, Mike, and John will likely be in the park both I don't think John's going to make the 12th, but Life Day Observed and the 17th, which is the following Friday for proper Life Day. So keep an eye out for us. Batu West.
Yes.
West is the best.
All you got is one more entrance.
Oh, yeah. It's the best entrance ever, though. Oh, my God. That entrance is so good. No, it is actually very
the 2 times I went there with you, Jeff, you made sure we walked through that other entrance on principle.
Yes. We got photos next to it to show that it's the entrance you can't get a photo next to or behind.
I also like the fact that the green umbrella is right by it too. So
that's makes it easy. It's the most direct path into Batu, unless you go the around the rivers of America the other way towards the Rise of the Resistance side. But which I do on occasion. But usually I'm cutting through Fantasyland, go through the castle, cut through Fantasyland, barely touch Frontierland, and be inside but in record time. Then I can get on my app and see if I can make an Oga's walk up reservation, and then go do single rider for Smuggler's Run, and come out and Oga's like, it's ready for you to come and get drunk, and then I go over there and stand in line, and then I see if I can get a spot on Rise.
Woo!
Well,
and then
also for anybody who's going to be there on the 10th, we have 24 spots reserved for Oga's. So if you're going to be there, why don't you join us? Within 10 minutes of each other. We got 3 spots of 8 within 10 minutes of each other.
Yeah, that was
which is ridiculous.
Weren't they spread out more before when we did the last one?
The last couple was spread out. But literally, I booked mine, and then Skip booked his, and then Dave Cowman booked his, and we all got within a 10-minute span of each other that we're all going to be there at the same time.
Cool.
So that's been kind of cool. So if you're interested, let me know. We'd love to have you join us for that. But we are right now about 8 minutes out, so make sure that you have B+ all queued up for Terrifying Tales. It's about a 48-minute show, give or take. But it's going to be very exciting. But Dave, what are you doing for Halloween?
So Halloween is a little bit less of a big deal than that now that my children are grown. But I've got one child who their lacrosse team is doing team building for Halloween. So I may have sent her back with an entire tub full of costumings for her section of the team. They have to carve like a themed pumpkin, and then the first of them that are in their little group do that, and they compete. So we're sponsoring that. Doing a little bit of like cosplay adjustment and updating for my other daughter, who's too cool to go with the fam. So we're working on a Supergirl cosplay for her, the Melissa Benoist version. I'm gonna find an excuse to go somewhere. I'm gonna roll out there. I just helped a coworker. They're doing a trunk, so they're doing a classic video games themed trunk. So I hooked him up with like a Mario costume and like a big Pac-Man backdrop. So I tried to talk him into having his wife wear a fedora and a khaki shirt and going for like Pitfall. And it's like Pitfall here. It's like no
alligator head.
No one gets that. Yeah. But I'm sure I will be making an appearance somewhere on Halloween. I just got courtesy of some of our friends that were at Jedi Way. I just got my Trapper Wolf helmet in, so Trapper Wolf may be making an appearance on at a trunk or treat locally.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I think someone should dress up as the dog from Duck Hunt and just go around laughing.
Pop your head up. That would be
yes, indeed, Sherry is I think some version of the faux Loney is gonna have to show up.
Mm-hmm.
I can throw that together real quick for our Tuesday night shenanigans.
Cool. What about you, Jeff? What are you doing for Halloween?
Well, I just canceled my Disneyland reservation because the entire time I'd already pretty much planned to go to West Hollywood's Halloween Carnival, they call it, which is basically a mile-long stretch of Santa Monica Boulevard that's cut off with like 5 or 6 stages up and down the street. They'll have all kinds of nonsense going on, and every freakazoid and their mother comes up there in a crazy costume. And because it's West Hollywood, it's a little bit crazier. I'm likely to be hopefully debuting a fun little costume that I'm still haven't really started, but want to make before then. But there's a very good possibility a couple Mandos might be wandering around. Fat Mickey Vader's made many appearances up there. Moo Moo Homer's been up there a few times. variations of Rick have been up there. So, you know, I, you know, may just throw something together if I don't get my act together before then. But the costume I'm wanting to build is basically just a few simple pieces, and it once I get going, I'll be done, you know, in an hour or two, most likely, and beyond painting. But very little of it needs to be painted. So hopefully that's how that turns out. And my third option is going to Not Scary Farm for the final night of their run this year, 50th anniversary, the longest running theme park haunt in the country, and by, you know, a lot of people's standards, one of the best, if not the best. I think there's a list of haunts that came out recently. I think I shared that listed them as 2 maybe, but 5 of our 5 theme parks in the Southern California area made the top 10. So that's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
But
I'm excited about the way Halloween falls this year. There's like all sorts of events, at least in my town. Like stuff is the downtown merchants are doing their stuff on like Friday. A lot of the trunk or treats are on Saturday, and then
I signed up or RSVP'd for an event at tonight that I'm not going to most likely, but I just got like a reminder text earlier. It's like a costume contest and, you know, event as well. So they're starting even, you know, now, if not last weekend, and going through Tuesday. So
very cool. And yeah, I'm taking it easy considering, you know, I literally got back from North Carolina, started a new job Monday, and do go down next week. So I'm kind of like
busy.
But busy's good. Busy for good reasons is good. But we're almost there at the time as well. So make sure that you have D+ all queued up for us to be watching Terrifying Tales on Disney+. Very excited about that. But we're gonna have an incredible month of November. Dave, why don't you allude to, you know, some of the something?
November we are excited. Okay, there, you know, yes, there's not a Star Wars property coming out like right now that's on, so we're taking a hiatus. We're taking a break, and we are going to down the rabbit hole of movies we are thankful for. So stuff that we have loved, we want to watch with you. So it's not even necessarily some of it Star Wars adjacent, but it's stuff. Well, we're gonna make it a little bit, but yeah, but stuff we want to watch here. And coming up for November and December, we're working on a lot of really cool content that I think are going to make for great watch-alongs, and there'll be even better watch-alongs with the more people that join. So even if you're joining, and even if you're a regular, like, go get more people to come on with you. And the snarkier that we get in the comments about things, the better. That's how we need to do it.
And speaking of all the new people, congratulations, 61,000 family members to the Virtual Cantina.
Well, we did that yesterday or the day before.
But yeah, I think 2 days ago we got it. We're very happy about that. Thank you very much for being a member. You know, we're on the march to 100,000, hopefully by Japan. So we'll see what happens. It's going to be very exciting, but we're, you know, if you also have content you want to come out, email us at virtualcantinanetwork@gmail.com. And, you know,
sleeping on my job.
Come say hi to us if you have some ideas. Because we're always looking to do more stuff and to, you know.
That's like, yes, you get a show, and you get a show, and you get a show.
Hey, you can be Oprah. You really can be Oprah. You know, it happens. It's happened to many of us. So yeah, I think we're about that time. So let's get the 10-second countdown and rock and roll.
Here we go. And a fresh new timer.
Yeah, here we go. A fresh new timer that's not, 6 days old.
Did anybody check the expiration date?
6 days, 23 hours, and some odd minutes.
Oh, look at there, right from the beginning. Poe with the lightning.
I love that they had the Lego pieces in there for this.
Thunderclap. Yeah, it's so cool. They replicate that whole opening in Lego heads. So I believe this version of Vader is voiced by Matt Sloan, who, if anybody knows YouTube videos, was the voice of Chad Vader.
Day shift manager.
And he parlayed his amazing talent as Vader on his YouTube series to get an actual voice job. I think he's done a handful of shows and specials as Vader, so that's pretty cool. But I always hear Chad Vader when I hear him do Vader. So if you haven't watched Chad Vader on YouTube,
you should do
Flame Society Films. Check out their channel, and all you have to do is search for Chad Vader. They have a lot of access to it. It's a lot of fun. One thing I noticed just from rewatching the trailer for this was that they have at least two Emperor people voicing the Emperor. Awesome. One sounds very much like it's Seth MacFarlane because he's done it before, but I'm not positive. But the other one is I forget what's his real name. Anyways, Buster from Arrested Development.
Yeah,
which is a weird combination. But he's got that kind of goofy Emperor voice. But
crazy things happen sometime. There was the story of one of the animated features, I think, where they had to bring in Jim Cummings to finish a production after somebody blew out their voice. Is this happens? I think it was like the Lion King. Jeremy Irons blew out his voice playing Scar, and Jim Cummings had to finish that. So
he was not prepared.
Jim is a master. I love how Poe was able to skid in space.
I love the fact that he was able to have a crash landing and there was no Lego pieces.
It's all they're on the drift.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go. And yeah, I like the like all the soot and stuff on the Lego face. I think it's hilarious.
Well, and his ass was just on fire moments ago.
Oh yeah. Well, it is. Sorry, I was going to make an ass on fire joke, but Mike's not in the chat, so I was like, why? Just no.
Would go on deaf ears.
Yes.
Speaking of that Mustafar, I might have to pick up that statue at Batu of Vader's castle.
This whole part right here reminds me of Biff's Casino and the
totally. That reveal with the
easy way
and repurposing or whatever. Why would you want to go to Mustafar for any type of vacation? It's all hot and lava.
Yes. There you go.
See, now I don't mind the goofy voice on this character, but I don't know, it bugged me in was it Clone Wars or Rebels when they had the Hutts and Zero or whatever his name was. I didn't like his whole thing as much, I don't think.
Right. Well, yeah, this one they're doing somebody, and I can't exactly place who it is. It's almost like a Jackie Gleason or Rodney Dangerfield kind of thing, but
that's part of it too. I think is a lot of these are like technically rehashed voices that are new to everyone else, except us.
Even as a hunt, I get no respect.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the children and well, the children meaning anybody under 40.
Wu-Tang. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. See, because there's a whole set of people that don't even get that T-shirt.
First and foremost, how great would it be if that was Chris as the droid?
Oh, but he doesn't do voices, does he? I mean, not.
I think a couple of them he did do, though. I really think he did a couple of them.
I know he's emulated Anthony.
Well, no, I know he does do voices in the suit. Yeah.
Oh, you mean just regular voice?
I don't know that he's done it voice work in the cartoons, maybe video games. I'm not sure.
I was going to crack a joke that Rodney the Hutt should do the triple Lindy off the top of the castle.
That's an obscure joke.
Another deep one.
That was a great, and it's a great. Okay, Robert Downey Jr. and Billy Zabka. That's all I had to say on that one.
Yes.
Oh, and the late great Burt Young.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot of good stuff in those movies.
Mm-hmm.
We're in the spooky series, and of course, in one of the early, was it a Friday the 13th or was it a Halloween? Is a very young Katie Sackhoff was in one of those.
Yeah, it's funny how when you go look at go revisit some of that stuff, the actors that you didn't realize were there the whole time, basically, just because you weren't familiar with them when you saw it originally or whatever.
One of my favorite ones that is if you watch Coming to America and you see the guy sitting in the chair at the barber shop, it's Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh, yeah. Before.
I'm like, oh my God.
Right.
Yes, it was a Halloween movie. Let's see. She was in Halloween Resurrection in 2002.
Oh, 2002. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, whiny huts don't work well. I feel the same way, Troy. Or Lanny. Both of you got Lonnie. Sorry, I call you Lanny all the time for no reason. Both of you guys had it showing up as Facebook user, right?
Yes.
What's that? Facebook user is Troy and Lonnie.
Yeah, see, I called Lonnie Troy because I assumed Facebook user was Troy too. But it's more than one person. So that means I have to do this. I have to.
I thought that was really nice. The little tag, the splash screen there of the Lost Boy is very similar to the movie.
I love this.
Okay, I love this is just too much.
Don't. Oh.
No.
Okay.
How great would it have been is when he fell from the rock if you saw the little like tabs at the bottom of his feet.
Wacky. These guys are cool. Biker gang. Similar to the one that was in Boba Fett.
Okay, so there's Ren. Now, if you're not familiar with the incredible book called The Rise of Kylo Ren,
Witcher,
you should pick it up because it's absolutely brilliant. And you learn a lot about the behind the scenes of the Knights.
why Ben Solo becomes Kylo Ren.
Mm-hmm. I like his mold.
It doesn't move. His mouth moves and it stays right there.
What was it in Men in Tights? I have a mole.
There you go. Look, the Lego lightsaber has tip drag.
It's pretty cool. Much more menacing.
You got the touch.
Oh no. Join us.
Roast tip yet?
Yep. I think they still have none.
This is really psychedelic and trippy for like a Lego, you know.
Yeah.
That's why we're watching it in the spooky season. It is.
How did The Witcher get to be such a cool gang leader?
That'd be a lovely cameo as well.
So, Dave, you'll appreciate this. In the middle of the first conference call I was on and with the company, my boss started a "One of Us" chant whenever they introduced me. I was like, "Oh, I feel like this place."
Nice.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
Uh-huh. Well, Lonnie got reconnected. Now we just have to have Troy do it.
Yes.
And Sherry's
How about
having
meow? How about meow?
The YouTube, the meow. Did you say meow?
right now.
How about me? Meow. See, this is hilarious. This is a nice 80s like montage. Just like getting stronger. It's like a Rocky. I think it is.
Isn't that from the Lost Boys right there? The scene dropping off the bridge?
Yep. Well, they call it this segment it's called The Lost Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Lost Boy. Yeah.
So I was just wondering how close they were.
There's a sax player. It's one of the nodes.
It's Sax Man.
It just poured. Ben.
I just watched The Lost Boys recently. That was a fun rewatch. Who is that doing the Night of Ren?
I don't know. Look on.
Yeah, I'm looking.
IMD Bizzle.
Oh shizzle.
John C. Reilly and Will Ferrell sang "Boats and Hoes" with Snoop Dogg.
I saw that. I actually shared it on my Instagram. I was like, "That is incredible for Snoop's birthday."
That's who I thought it was. Ren is Christian Slater.
Yes, that's right. I remember now. I'm again not listening because I don't want it to get us any tags. So I need to get some headphones so I can try doing that and still hear the show. Lightsaber battles are way cooler with sound, especially in the rain.
Well, and it's fun hearing that it's Christian Slater because I hear it as nothing but Will Scarlet from Robin Hood. Kevin Costner's
right.
Robin Hood.
I liked him in an Interview with the Vampire.
I hadn't seen that in a long time. I have to watch that again.
I don't even know if I've ever seen that entire movie.
Plus, also, you got that incredible cover of Sympathy for the Devil by Guns N' Roses.
Kylo got the hookup. It's a pretty cool helmet, though, with the light up design in the front.
It looks a lot like the helmets that they use, or at least that they've seen in the comics for the High Republic for the oh, what's it called? The eye, the thing. There's a thing. Again, where's Mike?
Yeah, we need somebody to clarify.
Okay, Ben Solo there was Matt Wood. That's yeah.
He does a lot of Kylo too for like the video games stuff.
Well, that makes sense if he was going to do Ben Solo and Kylo. Well, they actually moved it.
Boom.
Jeff, you appreciate this. So we were getting ready to park before the first dinner, and Dan's like, "Look out the window. That has to be one of our people. What makes you think that? There's a cog on the back of his car." And then we parked, and it was members of our group.
Yeah, this is like that's obvious. We're in Asheville and we're rolling around. It's like that's the Imperial cog, and
well, there it is right there. Got me questionable reaction from Chewie last time I was on Batu.
oh yeah, no, you're not gonna.
He wanted me to explain myself, and he started doing this thing, like he's talking in a microphone, and he was making me talk. I was like, and he's like, yeah, okay. You know, Chewie can't really
Rip your arms off.
speak too much at all. I like how their fronts are just a decal, like the actual real Lego figures. Doesn't continue up over their shoulders on whatever other surfaces. They must have so many pieces. I mean, the actual Lego has so many pieces. It always dumbfounds me how they can kind of narrow it down to what they're going to use. It's like you have to search through this massive amount of pieces, and then sometimes they do more elaborate stuff. Like basically that saber and the lamp on the wall are almost identical, except for slight variations. Well, not lamp, torch. Anyways, I need to get something to drink. I'll be back.
Here we
Is that lightning inside?
very green. Yes, it absolutely was. The Night Sisters. Very green.
And it's Sam doing them all.
I mean, could it be anyone else? You just can't. You can't replace that.
Or it could be Peter.
Well, there you go. The BB-8 legs. That's hilarious.
This is funny, just watching this right after we just watched Ahsoka.
Wait, that's the less far-fetched part of this show. Is that actually happened?
Right? Somehow.
Grievous. That's funny. Coughing enough, the arms are falling off. That's hilarious. General Wheezy.
He's moving on up.
Uh-oh. Nope. Well, hey, Maul. Good to see you. How you doing?
Look at those legs. Jeez. Yeah, I don't think he's got the hang of it yet. Feels going loco. The heck are those? They're like Wolfram core.
That looks a lot like the new power and control.
Yeah, the spiky part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You see more of these legs. I keep on thinking of if you've ever seen the '90s rendition of Lost in Space movie with Gary Oldman as the doctor.
Dr. Smith. Mm-hmm.
Where he becomes this big spider.
I think of Wild Wild West.
Those spiders were massive.
Oh, that's
Yes.
Loveless.
Yes.
That movie had so much promise because it was the same people who did Ben in Black, and then it was horrible. The best thing about that movie was actually the theme song that Will Smith did.
Yep. Completely.
That track slapped.
And you ruined it.
It's ruined.
Oh, mercy.
I was getting used to not having a lower half here.
Come on, man.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
That's hilarious. That's how you use the Force right there. That's how the Force works.
Right, not more Force users use it that way.
Yeah, you know, it's funny that we're seeing it right here. I'm sorry that the zombie hand trying to grab my head is really freaking me out. But I'm surprised we didn't see that like in the movies before.
Take him out.
Especially
like
with dark side users because it's like a shady move.
This is hilarious. Palpatine just sitting there torturing his guard.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
What's with the eyes? You got super glowy eye. Oh no.
Oh, broken.
How did it light up at all if it's broken?
Oh, and there you go. The whistling.
People should be a lot easier to dispatch if you can use the Force and literally dispatch them.
Apprentices. Am I right?
Oh, there you go. Put it back together.
Gonna go mad.
Ooh. Mysterious door. Saber goes here.
Weird keyhole.
You're watching the Disney Channel.
Are we?
Well, close enough. It's the Disney Plus
app.
Oh, had to say it. That's what we do.
Oh yeah.
I got.
Oh, that's right. That's not the Emperor. It's Van, whatever his name is. It just makes me think he's the Emperor.
Well, yeah. See, that's the thing about that guy, that servanty guy, is he's wearing the same thing. They could have made him a little bit different.
He's acting like the Emperor, kind of.
It looks like the Temple of Doom. Well, it sure ain't Temple Beth Israel.
There you go. Yep. There you go. Uh-oh. Talking walls. It's never good when the walls are talking.
With little Sith holocrons.
Uh-oh.
No, it's a Wayfinder.
It's similar to a Wayfinder. Where's my Wayfinder?
No.
It's somewhere. That's not it. That's a helmet.
The Wookiee's paw. Here we go.
Go to the Twilight Zone. Submitted for your
The Wookiee's paw. Is that like the monkey's paw?
Exactly. And the Twilight Zone font is there you go. That's what it is.
Just
No monkey's paw. I want a plain turkey sandwich. I don't want to turn into a turkey.
Don't make it a zombie turkey or.
There's a plain turkey. Ooh, Christmas. Have a turkey try. Damn you, monkey's paw.
It's a little dry.
That they still don't acknowledge here is like, oh yeah, I was gonna go submit my application to the Academy for the evil empire.
Yep.
They don't have a problem with him going to the Imperial Academy. They just have, oh, your head's in the clouds in space. It's like, no, bad guy.
If you remember the extra scene when Biggs came back, or they met up with Fixer, the lead scene, he talks about defecting.
Right. See, there you go.
Use a hollow or a little hollow thingy for advertising. Aren't you a little sharp for a stormtrooper?
You want?
And he's not the one that hit his head.
See, that's funny right there. Is Mark Hamill turned out to be the stormtrooper that hit his head? That'd be hilarious.
Well, if you remember, I don't know if you heard this, is the whole line of "I can't see in this thing" was actually a blooper reel that I thought was absolutely hilarious. That they kept it in because he could not look in there. He did not know the camera was rolling.
Well, that's where you hear the director say action if they're directing properly. Faster and more intense. That's all he says.
Faster and more intense, yes.
It's like poetry. It rhymes.
Boom.
It rhymes with faster and more intense. Blaster and common sense.
Yes, have some.
Uh-oh.
They can do some aerobatics in space here.
Uh-huh.
You blow them up. It's all about it.
Hello.
Surprisingly,
spinning is a good trick.
Surprisingly, how much that Lego looks like Mark Hamill too.
Right.
Just enough.
Force theme right there is hilarious.
Skywalker. I knew it was Skywalker.
What's that name?
A long time ago. Galaxy far, far away.
to the dark side. Uh-oh.
He's pretty low on his recruitment quarter, huh?
Oh, Vader does the blast shield.
But
Oh, no. Just
move with the backwards helmet instead. Oh, we can knock the other guy's helmet backwards too. Force tickling.
Oh.
And
he's dead. Oh shit!
The next guy
lined up, ready to go.
That's hilarious. Vader on his back.
Supposed to be Yoda.
Kiss for luck.
Over a mouse droid.
So tough. Yep. But tall mouse droids too.
Well, they're very short Lego people.
Kiss for luck.
Yeah. And now he's got the Jedi Luke hair helmet.
Uh-oh. Here we go. He's just like whistling and tapping his foot. It's like, I didn't do that.
And Leia's in the cockpit.
I like the helmet has the buns on it.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan is flying a TIE fighter or X-Wing as well. That's really cool, kind of similar shot to the special edition of the squadron.
This is a whole, like, just fun kind of what if episode. It's like Leia's Red 5 and Obi-Wan lived.
A little backwards.
Well, I love the lines, like, the S formation. Like Beggars Canyon back home.
Uh-oh.
Meow.
That's what she said.
Boom. Uh-oh. Nope.
Like
Didn't
how
play that.
He gets hit. Oh, no.
Oh.
Whoops.
I don't think so, Fly
He's
Boy.
still tumbling. Ooh.
No.
Oh, that was a hell of a vision.
You've been flying around. You must be. You smell like rubber and burnt bacon.
No. Let's start droid.
Here, just twist this.
Do it. Do it. Oh, he did.
Oh, no. It's
With his heart. Does it mean he can fly also Yandu's bro?
my dreams. Uh-oh.
Crazy. Making a cool mech suit. Wow. He's a transformer.
Yeah, that's just like a weird conglomerate like pieces.
Yeah, just all random parts from around the room. A massive lightsaber.
U.S.
Whoops.
Roger, Roger.
Zombie droids to the rescue. Got a very bionicle kind of look to me.
I thought it looked like Soundwave or something. Transformers.
Yeah, very Transformery, but then it's got, like with the cape and everything.
Yeah, Gundam suit. There you go, Sherry.
Uh-oh.
Oh, falling apart.
Gotta have that holocron back. Yeah, you ran into one of those tanks.
What was droids doing? They're sleeping? Or droids sleeping?
Or were they in one of those like tanks, like in their ready to be deployed positions?
I don't know.
Here's Danny. BD 1138.
Yeah, don't, David. Hi, David and Grandpa.
Run away, run away. That's what it should have been, Jeff. There should have been like a little Lego arm coming out of the ground there.
Yeah. I kept changing it, and then that's as far as I got. So I just needed Spencer to get creeped out by a hand in his face, and it worked.
I like that. That's fun.
But yes.
And I have the lamp over there.
I love lamp.
Scared of the dark.
Yeah, I have an idea. BB-8 is... No!
Yeah. Whoops. Whoops. It's haywire. Going haywire. Dean Pants.
I think it's kind of funny that was like a nod to like the Halloween and the Spooky series, Black series or something, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, well, let's paint a stormtrooper like a skeleton and BB-8 like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
But like the cheesy Wookiee werewolf was just, I no, too far.
I love the mashups. Totally zombied out. These are old school zombies too. None of that fast, crazy.
Oh yeah.
Nonsense.
Yeah, slow zombies definitely scary.
And more realistic. Would make more sense that your dead body wouldn't be quite as agile as a live person.
Oh, you would think. Oh, it's the whole reason the thing was there.
Whoops.
I think that's hilarious that Poe just has zero plan whatsoever because that's the large part of those movies.
Let's just see what happens.
Destroy, Roger.
It's got a limp now. Whoops. Oh.
That was a nice perspective from the Lego thing. So like, oh,
Down onto the
like
foot.
Perspective, yeah.
So you can see from the cockpit.
Uh-oh. Nope.
What's that at? With a droid driving it? That's a little weird.
I thought so.
He could be in the cockpit or whatever, but he shouldn't be the one controlling it. Ooh. His stuff's really
what did he do? Slice the Achilles of the ATST?
Going for, but I don't know how much damage he did. This is going to do more damage.
Oh, Terminator.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
I cannot self-terminate.
We need the thumb at the end. I think that's kind of cool. Rhode Island has Michael Biehn, Linda Hamilton, and Edward Furlong. You got basically the family.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a thing too, because they just announced Linda Hamilton as the first guest for GalaxyCon Raleigh next year,
which runs up against San Diego.
I know it runs up against. It won't be attending that, but I think that's going to be. I think we'll get that group.
Right.
I think they're going to start hitting the con circuit. And that's okay with me, because if they do GalaxyCon Raleigh, they'll probably do Richmond and Columbus as well, and I can hit one of those.
Right.
Turn it off.
A little switch on the back side.
No.
Dead and dead.
Yeah, there you go.
How's the helmet floating? Yeah, okay.
Nope.
Oh, lost the viewer. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Lego pieces everywhere.
Love it.
I need those big boulders and stuff to be more Lego-y.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, time to go.
Give him the look and cross his arms. That was like the good chunk of the first couple episodes of Ahsoka.
Pretty much.
Stern look. It's weird how fluid they make the characters' movement in comparison to how rigid they really are.
Right.
And especially like
it's not like that this could really be Lego stop motion. It's like, no, they're really kind of.
It would be, you would get a lot less range of movement if you did true stop motion, unless you're altering the physical element of the bricks or the pieces of the minifigs or whatever.
Yeah.
I was thinking how would a Robot Chicken do it? They usually cast and make like armature versions of the characters with like foam surrounding it that they use the casts for. Oh, he made it out.
Well,
oh no.
Oh.
How is that even a thing? So now there's going to be a part 2.
Of course, there's got to be part 2.
But like a continuation, I guess. They skip past that set of actors really fast.
Oh yeah, it's zooming through.
Well, this is absolutely awesome. And the voice director was Mary Elizabeth McGuinn.
Oh.
Which is even incredible. So yeah.
Great that they just used the John Williams is all in this. It's very classic stuff. A lot of the same actors from Clone Wars and this and that, but then you throw others in.
Right. Original themes by John Williams. Dang it. Stop.
So that was a lot of fun. What did you guys think?
Yeah, I like this. This has been it's been a while since I've watched this one, but
I don't know.
I'll go ones.
Poe is the main kind of protagonist. Doesn't do that, I don't know. But it's still a lot of fun. They do some off the wall stuff and really cool references. And I can watch the Lego stuff all the time. So
I mean, it's very reminiscent of Treehouse of Terror.
Treehouse of Horror, yeah, definitely. The whole
Treehouse.
play on the, especially the way that they did this one with the different sort of segments and titling, like that one part, The Lost Boy and stuff like that, and then very much doing a send up of that movie, The Lost Boys. So.
Yeah. Well, it was absolutely fantastic. And don't forget that for the next couple of days that TeePublic is up for 33%. If there's anything you want. Also, don't forget as well, next week is me sneezing, Rhode Island Comic Con. So hopefully you'll be able to join us for that. But we don't talk to you beforehand because happy hour is actually on Halloween night this year, which is interesting. So we should all dress up.
Taco Tuesday also. I'll wear my taco hat.
It's Taco Bell just won the patent for that, I think.
Yeah.
They won the rights
Trademark,
to use it because there was a place in New Jersey that had copyrighted the term or something. So now it's they won for all 50 states, which means not only can they use it, but other people can use it. I don't think they got exclusive rights to it. I think they just freed up.
Kind of reminds me of the Comic-Con lawsuit that
San Diego suing Utah or something. Right.
So are they going to go after the Lego movie now? Because they had Taco Tuesday on it.
Everything is awesome.
Or not. Think about it. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us for tonight. Hopefully you'll join us next week as we are starting our movies we are thankful for celebration. Yes. And it's going to be a doozy next week. But we won't announce it until next week.
It's one that I'm extremely thankful for.
You've been waiting for this one for a long time. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. From Dave and Jeff, this is Spencer saying, may the force be with you.
May the force be with you.